Look, she don't even need notes. Like, she's been doing this so long. She's professional.
I didn't realize that you'd been doing it so long. That's very cool.
Oh, okay. I just need you guys to state your name and spell them for me.
Jessica Grossclose, Jessica Grosseclose.
And Dallas Grossclose, DALLAS Same last name.
Okay. Yeah, spell it like this. All right, so I guess basically what we want to know about is when you first found out about Wesley, what made you come up with, how did you know he had, what made you go get a diagnosis?
We have, for years since he started walking, noticed that he was really clumsy, falling a lot. And we had brought it up at many pediatricians' appointments, and they basically said he was muscle-bound and clumsy and he would grow out of it. And finally, in kindergarten, he was falling more and more, and he was losing a lot of weight. And so we changed to a local Powhatan doctor's office, and Wesley went right up to the doctor and he said, I need to talk to you. I want to know why I'm different. And immediately the doctor started asking me questions, and within 5 minutes he wrote on a piece of paper, DMD, you need to go see a neuromuscular specialist. And
we had no idea what that meant, though. We had no idea what DMD was. Muscular dystrophy, we had never heard of it before. We'd never paid any attention to it before.
I knew it was Jerry's kids, but that was pretty much it. And so we came home and Googled, and were
scared ourselves to death.
Devastated, because it was very clear that that doctor was absolutely right. And I got impatient. I didn't want to wait for an appointment at Bon Secours, and so I immediately called, made an email actually to the local MDA office, and received a phone call from Ashley, and got us into Children's Hospital within, a couple of weeks.
It was amazing how fast it all took place. How she came into our life so quickly, as if she were heaven sent.
And we have
amazing.
said from day one, she is our angel. She has helped us through all of this. We would not be where we are right now in this diagnosis and in the happy, peaceful state of mind that we are if it hadn't been for the help from Ashley Mock and Jenny Mermit at our local Richmond office.
Yeah, they're incredible. So the diagnosis came in from the doctor at the Children's Hospital of Richmond that in fact it was Duchenne muscular dystrophy, and it was basically the ceiling of what we had known for many years prior, that something was different. We just didn't realize that it was going to be as devastating as Duchenne is, or muscular dystrophy just in general is. You're raised planning for a family. You dream of these certain things. You dream of having, like, we were blessed with 2 boys, Wesley and Wyatt, and that all you think about from the time that you're rubbing her belly to now, all you think about is sports and fishing and school and all of the beautiful things that come along with having kids, and all the pains that come along with having kids. And you just one day realize that it's not going to be that way. It's not going to be exactly the way that you thought it was going to. It's not going to be exactly the way that you'd planned.
And yet, it's going to be amazing.
And it's amazing, but it was very, very scary, unbelievably scary, to think that he is sick, that he is. That it's going that a degenerative neuromuscular disease takes a very long time to progress, and Its steps are devastating. So it's amazing, and our life has been incredible up till September 15th of 2010, and even more incredible since that diagnosis date, and sad all at the same time. You know, it's a tough pill to swallow.
So if you had a suggestion for another parent that is probably seeing their kids stumble or whatever, what would you say to them?
My first suggestion is to get in contact with your local MDA office, because they will guide you through with documentation, and just they're there for you to listen, and they have great suggestions, and they also put you in contact with other families who are going through the same thing, so you don't feel alone. And it's so great to I hate that there are other families out there like us that are dealing with this, but thank God for those families, because they have been there for us. They have been the pat on the back, the shoulder to cry on, the laughter about all of the silly things that our kids do and how wonderful they are. My ultimate suggestion is to find other families like you, because it really does help you cope and swallow what is coming down the road.
Okay. So, you pretty much have already told me what MDA does for you.
They're incredible. Yeah, well, they're amazing. Other than just being there originally for us during that incredibly difficult time, they've been there for us at clinic visits. They have been there for us. This camp that Wesley did this summer was incredible for him.
Yeah. They actually came into the school and went to Wesley's class and did a presentation for the students to teach them about what Duchenne is, and they use a cookie analogy that, you know, Wesley is a sugar cookie and we're all chocolate chip cookies, and even though he's missing his chocolate chips, he's still a really great cookie. And so it was a great way for the kids to understand that he's just a regular kid. He just has a little bit, you know, of differences. And that was just wonderful. And Wesley has bonded with all of the girls who work at our local office. And so we enjoy going to all the events that they put on, and they come out to the events that the families put on. The muscle walk in March was amazing. I was blown away at the quality of the event and how much money was raised. They are just, I don't know where we'd be without them.
I mean, you can't say any better than that. They have been a savior. I mean, really, truly. There's nowhere to turn. You feel like you're lost at sea. You feel like your whole world has crashed in on you and you're lost. And then there they were, just out there, just dropped right in front of us. It was incredible. It was amazing. So,
Okay.
heaven sent.
Yeah.
Really?
So if you had anything to say to the young ladies at MDA office or the organization in general, what would you say?
That we love you, and thank you. Thank you for everything that you do. You guys have a very difficult job. To see these kids progress and go through life, and yet you love every minute of it. You see the joy in their faces when they see these kids at camp or at events, and they're just wonderful, wonderful women, and we appreciate them very much.
Yes, thank you.
Anything would you like to add?
A million things. You know, I don't know. I just want to sit here and talk about it so that we can educate others. You asked the question, what would we do? What would we recommend to another family whose son, with thinking about Duchenne, obviously it only affects boys, but if you're thinking about just muscular dystrophy in general, you should also remember that kids fall. Normal kids fall all the time. They stumble, they trip, they fall, they get scraped up legs, you know. So it's very possible that that your child is just clumsy. It's very possible that if they fall, that they're just 7 years old. You know, that it doesn't necessarily have to be muscular dystrophy, but there are some telltale signs with muscular dystrophy, especially with Duchenne, that go along that should be paid attention to. And the quicker that you can get a diagnosis or just go have the blood work done, the quicker that you can get them into the hospital, have their heart listened to, have their lungs listened to, all of those things, the quicker that you can do that, the better for your child. But keep in mind that kids are kids and they fall. Just a normal everyday kid falls. Just maybe not quite as much as a Duchenne child. They're kids.
Okay, you're good.
Go ahead. Through all of this diagnosis and the kindness of others that we know, we've realized that there's not much we can do to help Wesley. We, keep him on the steroids and we stretch him and he wears AFOs. So to feel like I am empowered, we have really made it our goal to raise money for research. We first started with the muscle walk this year, and I thought, we'll try to raise $1,000. And before I knew it, we had $3,000, and then before I knew it, we had $5,000, and we ended up with over $15,000, just our team alone, from the kindness of our friends and our family and strangers. And we really feel it's just it's my coping mechanism. It's my way of feeling like I'm doing something for our son, because all of that money goes straight to research to cure our son and all these other boys, and they're making such amazing strides in research, especially with Duchenne. And so I just feel like the money that people donate for this telethon really goes to a good place, and they're really doing amazing things with it, and these scientists are so close, and we can't wait for that day when there is a cure. And until then, we hope and we work hard to raise funds to get us closer and closer.
Great.
Well said, baby doll. Well said.
Don't have any guns.
You do.
You do.
All right, we're ready.
Okay.
Raise them up and go. Cool.
Done.
That was all in.
Make a muscle,
Make a difference.
Okay. All right.
1, 2.
Okay.
Make a muscle, make a difference.
Make a difference.
Oh, I didn't.
One more time.
Yeah, one more time.
Keep it up there, baby doll. Let it air out. Let it air out.
All right.
All right. Ready?
Make a muscle, make a difference.
Hold and smile. Hold it.
It was good.
I know they were. Cut that out. Don't worry about it. What you mean you got me?
But
What you? I don't.
Right there. Yeah. Come on, I'm going away.
Okay.
Make. Oh. All right.
make a muscle, make a difference.
Get them closer.
We're good, bro. Right there. You
Use
good.
your manners,
Yeah,
okay?
we're good.
All right. Need you to tell me your names, please.
Wyatt. I'm Wesley, grows close.
Thank you. Now, tell me about things you guys like to do.
I like to ride my bike.
Speak up for me, sweetie.
I like to ride my
No, you
bike.
don't have to do that, baby. Thank you, though. All right, tell me one more time.
I like to ride my bike.
Okay.
You like to ride a scooter.
And Wesley, what would you like to do?
I like to fly airplanes and
Where?
toy ones. And I like to play with my scooter a lot.
You do? What else do you like to do?
I like to learn about trees and all the all nature.
Okay. When you grow up, what would you like to do? What would you like to
Artist,
be? An artist.
illustrator,
Okay.
And
I want you
drawer.
to say it like this. When I grow up, I want to be.
okay.
Okay, go ahead.
When I grow up, I want to be an artist,
And what kind of artist?
illustrator, and drawer, writer and drawer.
Do you do this by hand or do you do it on the computer?
Hand,
Okay. And what would you like to be when you grow up?
I would like to be a chef when I grow up.
Do you cook now?
No,
Why do you want to be a chef?
because I just like to. I just want to.
he's a good cooker.
He is?
Yes.
Oh, great. Tell me about camp.
We had paddle boating,
Wait a
and
minute. Do you like going to camp?
yes,
Yes.
Ma'am.
I like going to camp.
I like going to camp
Why?
because it's fun and it's very exciting
And how is it fun and exciting?
because you get to do all kinds of fun stuff
Like?
like paddle boating and canoeing and playing games too.
What was the one thing that you did that was like the talk of the whole? What was the one thing you did that was
That was
really
the